Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Ducks will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Maryland's offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The run from the shotgun. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Barry. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Finds his tight end. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. And the Terrapins will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Complete to the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
They'll leave it with him. Runs through the tackle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And if you're going to throw a heater like that as a quarterback, you better be accurate, because tips lead to picks, especially when you're throwing it over the middle of the field. That time trying to find his tight end, but it is not an accurate throw. It goes up in the air, and the defense makes him pay with the pick.
The Terrapins can really attack on this second and short. They'll run it from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Looking to pass, it's Barry. It's complete to the left. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. And the Terrapins look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw it. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Fears the pressure. Fires toward the end zone. Picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to...
There he goes! And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
At midfield, he's got room. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Under fire. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Now the play fake. The short hands, it's Wicks. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Final play of the quarter coming. A quick pass to the left. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. off the play fake on first down to throw. On the move, he fires. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Barry. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Terrapins will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Makes the grab on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw again. Touchdown, Terrapins! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I love the play design here. The ball is designed to come out of the quarterback's hands quickly. He finds his big-time target for the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Caught behind the line. It's Suggs. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Working that left side now. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. has to throw for it. Lets it fly. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Barry. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Maryland!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Wicks. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on second down. Pulls it in, it's Wicks. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Ducks come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Here they come, trying to convert a third and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Wicks. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
He's got it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Wants to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen.
I love screen passes on offense, and you got to do them in different ways. To the running backs, you can do them to receivers, do them to tight ends. Didn't gain any yards on that one, but don't be afraid to dial that play up again later.
To the air on second down. Using the quick game. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking to throw for it. Gets it out fast. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, third down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end, but it's one thing to draw it up on the blackboard. It's another thing to go execute and prevent that guy from catching the ball. He's so big. He's so athletic. You could have the perfect play call on, and he's still picking up the first.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver on the middle of the field.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He caught him. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Deep in enemy territory, ball's at the 3. They can pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown, and here they go on 4th and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires into the end zone, and that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Sends it back in motion. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. It's complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Barry. They're working that left side. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Bringing the heat. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
And the Terrapins will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wicks. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The quick out. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
To the ground, he's got it again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. It's complete to the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back to pass, it's Barry. He's got him. Turning it on. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Looking downfield on first down. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the back. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He'll bring it out. It's Wicks. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Catch in the middle, it's Wicks. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd. Moves around to clear up the vision. They'll make the stop about a yard short on the first down.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get. And I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
Linebackers have tough jobs, right? Their first responsibility is to stuff the run, but you can see he does a really good job seeing pass, getting back into his cover 2 drop, breaking on the football, and making the interception.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot. to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Dropping back, it's Barry. It's complete on the right side. Open space at the 25. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. And with that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's the Heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
I guess no run plays involved here. Like 1st and goal, sack. 2nd and goal, sack. This offense, they're going the wrong direction. They got to find some way to get the football.
Touchdown, Maryland! And the punishment has been extended.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Wicks. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wicks. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. DB's right up on the receivers. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. On the ground, it's Roper. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Ducks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. First play of the drive comes from the 38. He leaves it with his back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a 30 Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. To the air, it's Barry. Pressure coming. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay in nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a 4th down.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Wicks. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly.
Breaks into the open. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Ducks are rolling down the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Let's go! Red pass hits complete. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the RPO, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. Puts it out of the air. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 11 over Ohio. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, Obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the fourth quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
Finding open areas. Makes it past the marker. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just a blazing will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Dropping back, it's Barry. He's got his man. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And the Terrapins trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
Base 27 jump.
They'll go to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? He's got his man. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Orlando. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Going right to work up top. Got his man on the right. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Throws toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. The Ducks come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the 1st down. On 4th down, looking to pass. It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And the Ducks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Fires into the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Oregon.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Barry. Fires to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Here we go.
I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but